Oh, hello, this is Ta Chung from Walk with Ta, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Recently, one of the viewers wrote me and he asked me whether it is necessary to have a wok spatula. And some of you, if you are just starting doing stir frying, you probably wonder what is a wok spatula and how is it different from a regular spatula. The difference is actually quite minor, but it is very important. The wok spatula has a lip on each side, whereas the regular spatula usually is flat all the way across. Also, the wok spatula is curved in such a way that it resembles a shovel. In fact, the Chinese word for wok spatula is wok shovel. Now, the traditional wok spatula comes with a tubular structure, and then the blade of the spatula is welded onto this tubular structure. Also, you probably noticed that the wok spatula is usually much heavy in construction. A wok spatula can be made out of many different materials, such as cast iron, carbon steel. But today, the most common wok spatula is made from stainless steel. However, there are also wok spatula made out of wood or bamboo in the same shape and configuration. Well, it is sometime the last century. After my first years in college, I went to work in a Chinese restaurant in Chicago, Chinatown. I got along really well with one of the cooks. At the end of the summer, he gave me a present, which is a wok spatula, and I still have it. I did not use it very much over the years, because until about 15 years ago, all my cooking is done in cookwares with non-stick coating. This is also true with my wok. I could not use this wok spatula because it is made out of stainless steel. I could not use it with my wok that has non-stick coating because it would scratch the surface of the wok. And I was never quite happy with the spatula that I have. I have tried many different kinds, all the way from the plastic, silicone, bamboo, and wood, because they're just not the right shape as well as the right material. So the question is that, why do you need a wok spatula? The answer is actually simple and straightforward. Because unlike any other form of cooking, you stir your contents in the cookware almost constantly. Because the heat is focused on the center portion of the wok. So you want to move or recycle the ingredients through that area constantly. And this is the only way for you to ensure that you cook all the content evenly. And therefore, stirring is definitely a critical aspect of stir fry, and having a good wok spatula is absolutely essential. And so what are the properties of a good wok spatula? First and foremost is the blade of the wok spatula should fit the contour of the wok, so that it could glide over the surface of the wok effortlessly. And secondly, the blade should have an angle that allows you to push the food ingredients in the wok. This push motion is an effective way in mixing the food ingredients. The wok spatula also should be able to turn the food ingredients readily. Therefore, it should work almost like a shovel. In fact, this is what the wok spatula's angle between the blade and the stem designed for. The other important aspect is that the wok spatula should be able to carry the fluids with the food ingredients. And this is why when you look at a wok spatula, it is designed to have a lid on each side. They are slightly raised, as you can see here, that will allow you to carry fluids as well. Since with the constant stirring, one needs to have a sense of robustness of the wok spatula, so that you can put a lot of force on the wok spatula without the handle from bending. And this is why the wok spatula, the stem is made out of a tubular construction. That will give the wok spatula the greatest strength. Now, this version of wok spatula has been around for many years, and the design is time tested to be effective and functional. During one summer, as a graduate student, I worked in a Chinese restaurant in Wisconsin. During about a 6-week period of that summer, I worked as a cook. At that time, I learned that wok spatula actually comes in many different sizes, and more so than any other spatulas that I have ever seen. They differ in the size of the blade as well as the length of the handles. In the kitchen of that Chinese restaurant, they have fairly good sized woks. The wok that I cook in was about 20 inches in diameter, and the wok spatula that I use has a long handle as well as a larger blade. The long handle keeps my hand in a safe distance from the stove, whereas the large blade allows me to stir fry a large amount of food ingredients in the wok. Now in my kitchen, I use a 16-inch wok spatula. Here's an example of the wok spatula very similar to what I use in the kitchen. It is the same type of wok spatula that I used when I was a cook in a Chinese restaurant. They come in two sizes in terms of the blade. The one I use comes with a number 3 blade, which is smaller. This one shown here comes with a number 2 blade, which is about 1/4 inch wider than the number 3 blade. However, you should only get a stainless steel wok spatula if you have a wok with natural surface, that is without non-stick coating. When you have a wok with a natural surface, you do not have to worry about in damaging the surface of the wok in using a stainless steel wok spatula, which might scratch the surface of the wok, but there is nothing for it to damage that will affect the function of the wok. Any wok will work well with a stainless steel wok spatula if they are constructed with the following materials. These include stainless steel, carbon steel, cast iron, and light cast iron. Any wok with non-stick coatings would not work with a stainless steel wok spatula, which I find it to be essential in both effectiveness as well as the pleasure in stir frying. And this is the reason that I will never go back to use a wok with non-stick coating, because such a wok will deny me from using a stainless steel wok spatula. And without question, stir frying is the key aspect of my fast cooking system. And the word fast stands for the 4 attributes, that is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and 10 place-based cooking. I post a video every day to demonstrate my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about the cooking system as well as to adopt it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.